mineral water use project a esefata se obia enum bie sa so ne wo special drinks so ewo dwaso unya bi ofia eboa na wo the special energy no empanifo no moma no na ama wa hoden am watimi aye adwuma eno achi your best point savings and loans best assurance and a best pension wo mo na so yasene am ye de anwumre no nsia ne fakase boyi ebramo yen hwe de edimu akotimi ebie
Pharmaceutical Society for Sinanado omuma wamo
Enkane mampenyi John Dramani Mahama so ena woche se ne manifesto asem bia ewom bia no obehwe amasa nhyehyeye no aye adwuma nyame adom na so di nkonimu a
efifi mantamu omanhene baako abo MPP aban na baso ewo nhyehyeye ahodo a wode agu akwa so afa nkania ena afensi ho AirtelTigo ena sabrei ababeto dwa se aban agini nyina enti ne dia na ase de ehye kokoa mu a obi anim no enti ora Ras Mubarak kire se adenti ena aban mechirechire mu nkire Ghana fo sa so ena aban akasa de afa wodomu a ye ka se enuma se de COVID-19 ma ne homene so na ha adwenti ye bema wonum packages bi a se wo kra ne makra na wo ba ehu duty eda so ye be ho ne ade no aban akasa ewo ho ye de mu nkyeremu ebe so monimre era eslowusu so ena woche se ekokromoti ne no a ena yenhwe na yemfanto aba kronubo bi akoso ewo alaba ye kasa ye de nipa ba akwa famu ahwe ne nkwa Tanzania so akoto aba ama mampanyi a wote akonwa so no no na edi enkunim sabri ensama foforo bi ka wenum ho ena na Nigeria no mienu yaje adwa ye de esomo ama Sarpong Kumankuma Gyasi mene Akosua Sarpong afeyenhwe ensam no ankasa Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana womo ese womu bo Ghana ban abaso papa won hyehyɛ yahodo odigu akwa so COVID-19 ebrim Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana wonum abo Ghana mampanyi na nadodanko akufo ado abaso a woche se COVID-19 yade yi epiemu wo Ghana memu ha no sedi osi etoto nyoma no abo papa President ya woda Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana Ora Ben Botwe ene sentrofo ekasa abra womo ekopiemu wo na nadodanko akufo ado na kache ewo Jubilee House no woche se waya ade papa na wachire se oyekanini pa
on behalf of the society and of the governing board, commend your government for the leadership that has been shown thus far in steering the affairs of the nation through the turbulent COVID-19 pandemic as we gradually approach calm waters. The Pharmaceutical Society also commends you, Mr. President, for the support the government through the Ghana Exim Bank and the National Board for Small-Scale Industries given to local pharmaceutical manufacturers, various categories of pharmaceutical businesses to enable them support the national response against COVID-19 pandemic. The President of the Pharmaceutical Society also proposes that healthcare workers, including pharmacists in the private sector, should be considered for the National Housing and Mortgage Scheme, which at the moment is limited to only public sector workers. The second one is that some pharmacists working in the front line in the community were infected with COVID-19 and some unfortunately lost their lives. The society is appealing to you, Mr. President, to extend the support that was offered to healthcare workers affected by COVID-19 in the public sector to them, particularly in the form of insurances. Mr. President, we know how passionate you are when it comes to such matters, and we believe these are requests will be met.
Enwechino, Ghana mampanyi na nado danko ekufuado, enso hebo won mabaso se Pharmaceutical Council of Ghana eta nechi abra COVID-19 yadie yi niti ema woko nkodin.
As you know better than me, it's not been an easy fight, and it's not over yet. But we're keeping our fingers crossed that the worst is behind us, and that systematically we're seeing to the end of it. But we will continue to have to be fully engaged, you and government, to make sure that at the end of the day we get to a successful conclusion. The various matters that you have put before us, each one of them there'll be a response to it after the Ministry of Health has had an opportunity to look at the issues, and then we will get back to you. I'm grateful to you for your courtesies towards me. Appreciate it very much indeed, and appreciate your visit here. Thank you very much for coming.
enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama edena probono ewo enkramantem ase na eda atoso enan no ono de na probono akopie mu wo krowo lejo kuku ladade kotopon ena kole klote
ye papa se yameboa na ejidi no se ebeba so se yameboa na se oba ya princess ne bebre ho no ma esan asase niam a ahokade a omunyenti no omopam wo wi a no mokọ ebinum akoya am robbers ebinum akọgbọ dwumadie bi a eni kwan se omoye na ye de adesre eto ye papa a afiansa na oba be Jesus nse se oba obetumi aboaye ma omom be hye adwuma na ombewie no we so yasene na omatumi ade omase adwumadi bi ase
somebody saying you try a manifesto and you friend the people's manifesto because yani obiara biara etna say ebisa omuni owo omakoma so kama omu yiyi ni nyina akire enti asema okay nyina e manifesto du ebisa ohwe wiase sesa afeka sahaba e computer and a controlling car enti enye carburetor ne spark plugs ne sound on the new enti say ya kire ye masters no say na omutimi use sa new diagnostics machines enti mi hu ade a haka na remember na yenye juma give because yenim aka na mu enti no ewo mu say ye ba ye ni garages for be ye juma na yenya training centers a ye de sa enyoma ne beba ye training ye crofo how to use them enti basically garages ewo han na garages ye magazine ye kasa be friend magazine enti be bia magazine mo bia ye be boa ne asiesie ho se ne be ya obe kama na omutimi bia ye juma be bia omo magazine na omo ni clinic ye be boa omo se ne be ya omo be clinic e be say omo juma omo ye no e fidie juma eto de bia na obi apra eto unya clinic I den be contem na ya koso ano inesa se okofa no na o se afi na wo kodru 37 e bia na akọ de boni enti eno so hwe manifesto no ma eno so wo ho eno ma bebre wo ho e ma garages wo enti e manifesto no de ya sempa ma obia because obia de wo mu bi enti be so wone obenyefo ne mumma nka makoma ntum yem ye wo apprenticeship program eno so ye program a ye be register mo master for ni nyina na enkwada na omo pese omo ye apprentice no ye be boa na ye twia mo na mo de kire enkwada ni ye so a tools a omo hia se omo de be kwa ko ye dwuma no ye be pese a tools na mo na omo so mo akoshe omo brase
Amahina wo enyan abasa na nakwame akonu ya wotoso edu ese NPP aban wabomoden pa wo nsuo ni nkani a wode ama omanfo kwa
ye na ala ye ma sama oto Ghana ofi April ozibe Ghana wa brale yi no more lockdown no more lockdown no more yi no more how no more come no more come Ghana free ofi April na ala electricity our Hindu lifeline for free. Yeah, Gyasi, yeah, Papa, yeah, electricity free. Over to 2024. In I am no money to buy a Gyasi for free. Yes, yeah, that must say. The first is free, and I'm here for the free. Now, more than a decade, simply there. Since 1993. I feel the areas of the speech, Mesrade. Yeah, pipe, woman, and so, woman, and pipe, woman, and so, for 26 good years. I was a wire, I was a music camera. I made the Radasi in town for Oklahoma. Yeah, I can say, yeah, pipe, it's a plane, it's a car, and another machine. President Alaji Baunia Yadamasi. Kodo let to the Fuba. Osande, Oye Conan, no, ye free. Nanka, Oye Fifi. Onama a foot to pass the Manisi, not the Mayan Okodo.
NPP aban. If ye 90, Munina Muhu said ye Nana Kufuado, O Puma ya. Namu said ye. Omampenyin Dada John Mahama said an NDC said an Niamasi Konwa. Ube was a difference womb. Difference womb. Na Ghana, Yesika Sem Asay. Na Yenisi country and Niama. Samu Kaidumso. Niama say industries, businesses. Na Ominye Juma. Ya kwai omontimi ye akwai bebre minim say aha ejuma ko enya esiam traditional area akwai pi omwanye enyesa we nyina nti na Nana Akufo-Addo ka say yansesa aban yamma MPP aban embra na yansan chichiri manye na entimi mfa yankoini
Emrashe Bejani owo kumbungu ono eka communication committee ne ho Ras Mubarak ewo Emrashe Bedwam opanyi akire mu se AirtelTigo ababeye Ghana for de enkane no na adwumakuo from Bati Airtel yi na omo wo chefa ma Ghana nso ewo chefa ne nso se no ekame ayese ababedi Ghana for ho ha mu chichemu wo ha no na ye Ghana for dia na opanyi kire se asem yi eba ye no Emrashe Bedwafo makotena se na adenti na aban no ma abonten na omeka ma Ghana for nyina ehunu de eko no mu hu se de AirtelTigo no ababaye Ghana for dia ye ne obia eni enjichemu wo de asem yi tudwa e Ghana mu ntie adwumadie so abra Jerry osei agema tenase
na de tene say aban na adwen say o to AirtelTigo auto yi enye omapenyi Adanko Akufo-Addo ne botum sika ye no my po Isika, the taxes no to. So or the top company be a company no ensure that and it's not profitable, okay? Over AirtelTigo and now they have challenges. Our area or money AirtelTigo our area no our no a year good. The challenges also will go out of Jerry. Enka enye India for anka ya nte na aban so enukwan se aban eye nejumade sa India no omo emra kire se because Airtel is listed on the Indian Stock Exchange they are required to make that information public and Tanzania abai enye kabino is because they are broken out in India. Now you can't have a situation where one kasawa buying is not accountable to you. The government of Ghana owes it a duty to the people of Ghana because the government is doing this in trust for the people of Ghana. On behalf of the people, you need to, from time to time, give the people explanation, either directly or through their representatives in Parliament. Majority, imagine say, the Usika Mobi. Now, Onyakro, Edisikano, Kwayade. Or pet without consulting you, without even informing you, say, oh, as soon as you see investment with, and no, it helps everybody. Okay, the good people of Ghana don't have details of the deal, and I think that it is completely unacceptable. Having said that, let's look at the critical issues associated with the deal. I'm buying a referee, in the to the extent that National Communications Authority, a telecom industry. So, buying AirtelTigo 100%. It means buying becomes the referee and the player. Now, buying also become the referee and the player. What it means is that private sector in that industry, no. Buying because it is referee and player, no, might end up spoiling their businesses, which will result in job losses. That is a fact. The other issue is that over AirtelTigo, more liabilities, more the carpet now a cow more you ask yourself, say, buying a difficult could you almost because the liabilities alone are about $1 billion Ghana cedis according to $1 billion according to my sources. Now over $1 billion there are so many things you can do with $1 billion that can still create jobs. that can still, spur on the economy of the country.
Yakwa and Sanfufomo, Mampania Bedia, Dr. Mamadou Baumia, Ediatu, Gyasi, NPP, Amanyoku, no Nyadia, Omode, and Womesia, Edia Grokra, Omania Brewo, into your mouth for and Santoma Nanad.
We fear at the choir since the last 4 years. Yaye Bibri, a boy teacher for. Yabaye, teacher for, na Arias Bibri, or na ewo 3-month pay policy we juma if you miensa and nine na 2 oka busumu miensa 3-month pay policy yabaye yatwum yatria omanyina ari yatwum sa emma teacher for enya motivated. Ya 3-month pay policy. Ya recruiting 93,724 new teachers Apple Education Service. 93,274 in just less than 4 years. A teacher training allowance, any lesson training allowance, any Arabic instructors allowance. Lina boa teacher for.
Honorable Kwansa Hayford, Otters, Namada, Okashramini there, Nyamebe. If you go stand there, Oko campaign, but not to complain, now to the floor, no Asadaka there, and Tofi, Nyamebe. Listen, now your honorable Echo Kwansa Hayford, now Kumasu Asika sick, now Kenya, Onaka Savage, Nahade, now Republican Damazi. On 2017, sometime in the year 22nd of February, no one inspecting the project. It's in the young one. Look what share or share no on the word. Honorable Echo Kwansa Hayford, you might see pocket here always you want fancy man, never say hello.
Ora Bright Simons ono ewo Imani Ghana eno oche se kwan a aban fa so eche sika COVID-19 ba ye wo so de ma enwumayefo no enya de a nani eje ho Every bra COVID-19 yade yi beka wiase nyina no yade a Ghana so eye ne hyehyeye enya sika wo de be so enwumanwuma asene eno nti woto ne di stimulus package a wo de ema eno eye kabas anase yebetwa ne ti aka ne salvation program business support scheme eno ye COVID-19 de no sika a oyi edeto ho no eye opepepepe ba ko a ye ka sei enwumanwuma be se empema hanu ni aduanan 240,000 businesses and afei wo hweye se obeboa emma wo mso wo nwumanwuma be se empem wo ha ne du eno eye 110,000 ni nyina mu no abra Ghana Business Summit course won Clemente Mwasi and honorary executive owo Imani Africa ora Bright Simon so kire se ye hwe sika ban edema adwuma bia no a won de ote asesa enye yi.
Government in the last quarter under review, the quarter that the second quarter, the government was spending more than twice what it was raising in taxes and other revenues. So what has been obvious is this extraordinary capacity to spend. The question we are asking is, are they spending on things that structurally changes the fundamentals such that they don't have to continue to assume that they can borrow and spend going forward? So if, for instance, you decide to give a lot of money to SMEs, what is the business intelligence and the data that is driving the selection of particular SMEs because they are connected to the relief? If it's just giving money out for giving money out's sake, a lot of people will take the money and go and pay debt. You have to have business intelligence through the industry associations, through the associations on the ground, through the supplier systems and networks that we've developed in this country, that enables you to target the relief, not to general cash injections, but to fund specific projects that these businesses are engaged in. So I was surprised when all the packages that were designed were purely cash transfers. So we are just giving you 3,000 go, you 5,000 go. That's not how you do these kind of things. You have to figure out what kind of investments these particular companies can make to make them durable and fund those investments.
And no actually no project manager Emma Ghana Business Summit. Hey, Latif Abubakar. One also cheer mu say.
Who say COVID-19 in the buy a lot of business didn't me and I'm only lay off staff because practically their businesses, most of them on business was not functioning. Say even though you release restrictions still na nyama nkoyi ntimi omuntimi bounce back here. What is the problem? And meaning na you be highlight wa hano. Say that bebre na a cash trap because of the fact that for over a period of time omuntimi anye ejuma bebre. But the solution is not really about money to us all. It's about structure and your sustainability model. And na prof ne
ya kwa asante mantamu ani pensia tete moto so ene yesi awiakete alaba wo mkowura akoko tututuo kọ bọkro no wo mu wieye wo makum nipa baako amanipa miensa so eprapa
oye ne kese ene si eye bro no baako e wo kumase e frɛ na alaba akromfo a wo mukura etuo ne sekan etimi kopie mu alaba shops ahodo wo mu sane etuo egu so a enipa bɛyɛ enan de wo mu bɔ mu tuo ewura wo mu shops a wo mu eye adwuma no ewiawie sika no enam so ema regional police command ede wo mu emmema nkasa ekogu honom a wo mu so enam se kwan bia wo metima fa so a wo mu mbedi sa nyambranza wo metima che wo mu na nipa nan a akromfo etimi bɔ mu tuo no emu mienu de na yebe kasa poto kasa mo condition na very critical na say ne mo den pa omodo o makoto ayaresabia ye hwese nyame ebetimi edi wo mo ho afofie anchepi at the regional police command enipa miensa o mo susu say o mo ka ho no mo kosa akro no boyi police fo etimi chi wo mo a na o ma fa praje o mo edi dwane a ekodu bebi praje no kra emuni e mo ma chi wo mo ba akokra wo etuo kan na wo mo do o makoto ayaresabia o mo ehwe mo police fo ehwehwe mu na emra UTV nsam 12 ko dru ho no ye ne eyewitnesses ana wo mo wo nsam ni si potino etwetwe nkomo mo chire mu sei
yanda mijina ha mijina mo ba manu ranche mi be iska ana mu che moto mensa aba puru mo jina no o mo yandi pensia o mo kura AK short one ana ba kunu kura kase pa no be gan na nkasa obi a hye mas ba ku kura de wan hye mas wo hye cap wow wo hye cap wo do wo hye hwe ento mo kura to onu ba kunu botu onu fase na ba ku su botu onu kose enti before ebeka so mo chu na mo wura bank wenu bebi antisas kanu ba na nkasa wo office nenim ono mo boni tuo first omo di bona ha ne mfe ba ku bi gina gate na no omo di boni nine e na hanso omo boni patuo nipa menu moto wura bi wa automoto omo sa shutu nipa o nipa nsia na ma bo mutuo na nipa nsia ne menu de o ma ya nyame de
your shop ba ku mu de me wan se me ba ni die America o se adia jani am robbers enti yina obi adwane enti de be wan se ye ba ye o mo kum papa ga woni a oto ame so not know you o ma wura me shop me ba na dwane enti di shop na eto ame so no ene wo mu sise emu sika ene wo mu phone ene wo mu sa ko shop ba ku bi ene so behind me wo mu shoot ba ko enti ni wo ma ka ne ye te se de wo ma wu no ene wo mu pie ye enti wo mu di sika no adwane ye ya wa alaba ha before all this regime me hu sa de we bi da me hu bi da enti di aba no ya moae na edi
ni ejina kumawura bango ejina kumawura bango suro enti hu ya ne se etu de kasa atutu pe ene se ya sama no me se ya robbers na omuti moto so enti hu ya so omudu ya no ma start so omutu no omutu to first one enti ye ne ba ya ye pie no na so omadwane na so omatutu etu na bobo glass no ma glass no na enya sam ketu akra
ye jina asem we so na yaje aboafo nkrato aba